All right, so Joey Mithen writes, "Hey guys, I was wondering if it's possible for Peter Jackson to make a solo Aragorn film after The Hobbit, because there is a lot that the Lord of the Rings trilogy never talked about, like how Aragorn found Gollum and had him stay with the elves. So what do you guys think?"
I really don't like the idea. It's a really good, it's a good question, but I really don't like the idea at all because number one, I just don't like prequels in general. And The Hobbit, once again, is not a prequel. The Hobbit came first. Anyway, I'm not big on prequels and going back, but how many times are we going to go backwards into the Lord of the Rings, into areas that we've already kind of covered and left behind? Now, I was fascinated by the question at first because I thought he was asking, hey, what about a standalone Aragorn film about what happens after the end of the Lord of the Rings? Okay, now he's king. Now he's responsible. Now he's got this kingdom. What happens now? That I was kind of interested in, but even then, I think Peter Jackson wants out of Middle Earth. I mean, remember, he didn't really want to direct the Hobbit films. He wanted these films made, but he didn't want to direct them himself. He had Guillermo del Toro was going to direct them until it was delayed so much that Guillermo del Toro had to take off to go do Pacific Rim. So I don't think we'll ever see Peter Jackson do another Hobbit film, whether it's about Aragorn or the Hobbits or Gollum or, I don't know, Gandalf's nurse or whatever. It's just I don't think we're going to see Peter Jackson do anything more again with it. Jimmy, do you see
maybe Gollum the musical? That might be.
Wow.
I would see. No, he's done. He's absolutely done. I think that just changed his life in so many ways. It's an exhausting process to make those movies, 3 of them in a row. I can't imagine him going, yeah, let's do it again.
Yeah. And when you're a creative filmmaker like he is, and you're working on, like, forget Lord of the Rings. Let's just look at The Hobbit. When you're working on this for 5 years, that's 5 years that you can't work on other things. And I think he's like, okay, I've served the Tolkien fans now. I can move on and do my other stuff. And I think that's what he's going to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Me too.
I agree. I'm bored of mining all the same material from one thing.
Yeah.
I'm not bored though. I love The Hobbit.
Oh yes, me too.
I loved it. Yes. You know that about me. So.
I loved it too.
You did?
I did.
Nice.
But I like Hollywood to think of new ideas. Like, I want us to generate some more content that's original, that's not out of the same movies over and again, prequels, sequels.
I'm going to break things. I get emailed that a lot of people saying we want more original stuff, we want more original stuff. And a few months ago, I think you might have been on the show. So I pulled up this list of all the films, the next 40 films that were opening wide. And we went down them. And out of the 40, I think 7 were either sequels or remakes.
Yeah.
The other 33 were completely original. And I think we lose track of that. I think we just highlight the fact that the very popular ones are the ones that we recognize because we recognize them, and thus they're popular. But Hollywood cranks out an awful lot of original material still. Probably more now today than they ever have when you look at the overall number of films that get released every year.
Especially this year, it seems like.
Yeah, especially this year.